left.
Big slow, or better still, a good couple of kills.
It's been really actually quite clever by Fancy because they were using utility of their own to really burn out that timer for as long as possible. They've kind of adapted to Revenant's playstyle somewhat, and Nizzy ready and waiting at the back here. Here we go. There we go. Beautiful trades coming through from both teams. Killer's taking on Blackhawk, Logi taking on Nizzy, but Killer's is there to take down Wimp. Logi onto Yes I Can, and Suka and Visio having a little bit of a field day here as Paradox is left by themselves in a 1 versus 2. Seems to be going for the exit flag back for a little bit squiddy around this garden area. Could have taken down Blackhawk though, just to pad out the defensive favor a little bit more. But look at this, Revenant actually being able to get fully into sight now. That spike is firmly punched down.
I love it's a clean kill onto Fisio to garner that control needed. And luckily for Fancy, Revenant are currently trapped on this site. It's only Wimp who's been able to get back to main. However, what good can they do, especially at point blank? Yes I Can's going to lead this judge. The initial flash has been avoided. It's laboured by Yes I Can. Good for the first, but the collapse is coming in now. Bad Love, what could he do? Finished off by Killers. It's all on Wimp. He's won this before. He needs to find a way to do it again. The Storm Grenade goes off. Can he deploy it? Yes, he can, but not in the right place. Goes on for the better off they'll be here. With, once again, Fisio going for the early aggression. Flash is going to allow him to swing out, but Yes I Can. His run it back is going to quickly be mitigated by a Wimp through the wall there. Not too much damage being done. However, this is the one to give that killing blow. Out comes Yes I Can. It's the main Phoenix now, as it turns out to be an absolute collapse onto these players towards the back.
Approaching from the high ground, but there's so many lines of sight that can be cut off there because of how that layout at the back is. It's a really uncomfortable one to try and contest at times, and they didn't really seem to be able to use the util they needed to try and get that to work, especially when, you know, Nizzy really landing his shots.
The approach there for Wimp as well, and it's just perfect. Fancy, their aggression is so calculated, it's so methodical, and oh, the wall bang! It does so much damage! Yes, the
players of Revenant as they try and make their way, but ready and waiting will be Nizzy and Visio. Here we go. There's one by Visio. There's one by Nizzy. Paradox is actually able to trade it back. So that's at least one down for the count, and that spike is going to be forced. It's going to be cheese, but there we go. Can they actually manage to get Blackhawk up? No, they can't, because Nizzy with the ops is going to take down Paradox. Blackhawk's going to fall too. And now poor Wimp and Logi have to try and save it.
What?
But there we go. A cleanup that's ultimately shut down by Nizzy. Once again, feeding themselves a little bit. We've seen him pop off in the server before, but goodness gracious me, is he going to get away with this? Yes, he
Link
is.
in an attempt to try and mitigate the aggression that's been coming out of Fancy.
Spike drop. Now. And the only thing they can do is really just play safely, hold all these angles possible from the get-go. They know his aggression is there. There we go. Paradox taking on Killers, but Yes I Can ready to trade it back onto Wimp. Paradox, the second one down to Yes I Can as Blackhawk takes down Fisio as well. This is already looking so much better for Revenant. They only have to deal with Nizzy and Suka, but I say that, we've seen how Nizzy can pop off. As long as they can maintain this slight control now, this should be nice and good. And there we go, Nizzy falls down. Bad Love, beautiful pick there, getting on the flank. Rooney.
He doesn't even want to risk the engagement. Backs off. Bad Love now. Spots out the Phoenix as well with the Owl drone. Gets the hit on the target. But little does he know the Omen is still playing from Wine here. Right now, there is no significant position that can be played for Fancy, because everywhere they are is going to be outflanked. Suka and Yes I Can realize that they can't run, they just keep fighting. Nizzy in mid is going to be spotted out by the flank of Logi. It's all onto Logi. Good for the first. He knows about Killers.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And again, last time they tried to use that lockdown, it did go a little bit squiffy for them. The aggression there yet again. Yes, I can, but it's immediately traded back out. Paradox getting two there. A little bit of a run and gun on both sides, but at least both maintaining the same casualties. A 3 versus 3 as Killers and Wimp go for a little bit of a ring around the rosy, but Wimp is going to ring that one out. Can this trade come through from Nizzy? Yes, it can. Of course it does. Nizzy every time, and now they're putting out the operator. Beautiful shot there, taking out Paradox. Can they find Bad Love, or can Bad Love fade out these engagements? There's at least one. Taking out Suka. Can use a little bit of intel here just to work out where Nizzy is, and there we go. That's at least going to hold Nizzy back a little bit, and Nizzy's not scared at all. Nizzy's like, yeah, you can have my location. I'm still gonna hold this angle. Come get me, bro. I love to see this. There we go.
Lightning fast. Revenant now. Fortunately, with only one round to their name, they identify it's going to be a fast hit towards B. The null command instantly deployed. Nizzy isn't in a position to help, which means Killers has to go huge here. He does have the friendly from the shadows to assist him there. Swing comes out. Yes, I can. Good for the first on the flank, but it's just a slaughter Fancy United are looking mercy of the swarm grenades. And actually, they don't even want to risk it. Out comes the full push. Out goes those swarm grenades. Wimp's good for the first, but I imagine there's more to come. Yes, I can. Already tagged. Has to drop down. Already reloading. Bad Love chimes in and has separated the attacking force thanks to those swarm grenades from backside. Wimp continues to just hemorrhage the HP of Fancy, leaving 2 players left standing. 13 seconds to push with. Dare I say it, Grace, they're just going to be timed out, even if they get these kills. Revenant responds with a push through main. However, that means fighting Nizzy, and I couldn't think of anything I'd like to do less right now than fight Nizzy when he's playing well, as Blackhawk now hopes for a timing here. And gets it. Nizzy falls. He'll rise to the occasion. The rest of Fancy, though, they've already committed to their rotations. Looking to hit this ace site now. Wimp is going to be the next player up to bat.
Absolutely, and yes, I can. Looking for this player. The flash goes out, and that's going to force Wimp back a little bit. Not immediately going to close that door. Willing to contest it by Tree. There we go. Wimp taking out killers, but is immediately traded out. So both casualties going on both sides right now. A 4 versus 3. Let's Wimp, but this here is going to whittle down Revenant a little bit more. Logi gets a pick there. Yes, I can. Trades it back, and Blackhawk shutting down, yes, I can, for Suka in a 1 versus 2. Wants to try and cheese the plant a little bit, but is aware they are in this 1 versus 2. Beautiful duo.
Even. Revenant's map pick. And they're going into it with Stingers, Luckies. Is it enough? And Ares as well in the mix here. Well, hey, Stingers enough. It is traded fairly swiftly though, but the Fragment's going to draw these players out. Yes, I can chimes in. Bad Love instantly able to trade. Now the Bucky. Point blank, it doesn't get the first. He does it at 1 pump! Logi's able to trade it, but that's got to be soul-crushing! 2 versus 2 now, and as Fancy look to plant by Generator, dare I say it, I'm getting a sense of deja vu here for Revenant, as 2 players get ready for a retake against what is going to be a very confident Yes I Can.
This is just the run it back being popped, so Yes I Can is able to lift down Logi here, who wants to hightail it out there, but the timer is ticking. Very well. Enemy remaining. Logi and Paradox